The story begins in the darkness of space, where two spacecraft were engaged in a dangerous laser battle. It seemed as if red and blue light was pouring everywhere. But then suddenly one of the ships opened a wormhole and just in time entered it, disappearing before its enemy's eyes. Emerging from the wormhole, a spaceship began heading straight for Earth. In the process, it destroyed a satellite, causing some damage to the spacecraft itself. From within, a creature, a species known as the Predator, emerged. It immediately activated a smaller ship and boarded it before the main ship crashed. Behind it, the spacecraft began heading towards Earth, billowing smoke. Meanwhile, in a dense Mexican jungle, a highly skilled sniper, Queen, was on a secret mission. Her target was some extremely dangerous drug lords. As she fired the first shot from her sniper rifle, a loud explosion erupted, and the Predator crashed into the jungle. The shockwave from the explosion was so powerful that Queen fell to the ground. Seconds later, when he regained consciousness, he wondered what it was. He began to head towards the crash site. There, he found a suit of alien technology, a shield that clearly belonged to the Predator. He also found several other items. While he was trying to figure out what one of the items was, his companion, Dupree, arrived. Seeing it, Queen panicked. Dupree offered him a bag to put it in. But Queen put the item on his arm and began to feel it. Just then, a strange sound came from the forest. They saw one of their companions hanging upside down from a tree, lifeless. Suddenly, the Predator appeared before them. Terrified, they opened fire on it, but the Predator used its vanishing power, making it disappear in an instant. The bullets didn't even reach it, but the Predator still retaliated. His precise aim killed Dupree instantly. When Queen approached the Predator, the brace on his arm suddenly activated. A special force emerged from within, knocking the Predator unconscious and severing its hanging body in two. Red blood spilled from the body onto the ground, revealing the Predator's visible features. Queen immediately realized that staying in this place was dangerous. He picked up his bag, grabbed his regular brace, and left. On the way, a small, shiny iron ball emerged from within the brace, swirling through the air and landed in his hands. Queen carefully caught it. Sometime later, a high-level recovery team arrived at the crash site. The team's leader was Trigger. They retrieved the Predator's unconscious body and the remaining armor from the crash site. Trigger's words clearly indicated that he knew a great deal about predators, perhaps having done extensive research on them. The next morning, Queen went to a bar in a small town. He threatened everyone there, and after paying the bartender, told them to deliver his bag to his son, Rory. He kept the small iron ball. When he realized it could make him invisible, he swallowed it without much thought, and now he had become part of the alien technology. Meanwhile, Queenie's son, Ro, was in a classroom. Ro's mind was a little slower than normal children, so he was lost in his own world. While some of the boys in the class were playing chess, Ro was quietly watching them. Two mischievous boys in the corridor set off the fire alarm. All the students fled, but poor Rory remained frozen in fear. Then the boys entered the classroom, knocked over the chessboard, and began mocking Rory. After the alarm went off, Rory noticed some of the chess pieces lying around. His mind may have been a little dull, but his memory was very sharp. He put all the kings, queens, elephants, and horses exactly where they had been before. That evening, the postman delivered a package to Ro's house, the same package in which Queen had sent the Predator supplies. Excited, Rory took it to the basement and opened it. As soon as he touched the arm brace, it activated, and Rory began using it like an advanced computer. His mind quickly grasped the brace's systems. Meanwhile, Queen was captured by the military, and they began conducting a mental examination of her. Tiger was watching her interview intently. Queen soon realized that the military wanted to completely hush up the entire incident. She was put on a bus with other strange prisoners. When Queen revealed that she had seen an alien, everyone mocked her. Just then, some special agents came to Dr. Casey and without further explanation, forcibly took her away. In the car, they showed her photos of the crash site and the Predator. They explained that this alien species had visited Earth before and was now returning frequently. That evening, Rory's mother, Emily, brought her some Halen masks so she could celebrate. But Rory refused to go. He said, "Those naughty boys will recognize me." Later, Rory went to the basement and tried to understand the Predator equipment better. As the brace activated, his excitement grew, and he was quickly grasping the alien technology. Just then, Casey arrived at Traeger's lab.
She was stunned by what she saw inside. An alien body lay unconscious, and the entire lab was filled with alien equipment. Casey thoroughly sanitized herself and began to carefully examine the predator's body. Traeger explained that they call them predators because they love to hunt. They also found human genes in the predator's DNA, which completely astonished her. Someone insisted that she speak to the queen. Meanwhile, the second alien ship that was chasing this alien at the beginning of the story also landed above Earth. Inside it was another predator and 2 alien dogs. They had arrived by tracking the signal from Rory's arm brace. Earth's military systems detected the ship, and the Army immediately dispatched 2 fighter jets. But the alien ship's advanced technology proved impossible for them to counter. Meanwhile, in the lab, the predator, which had been unconscious until now, suddenly woke up. The scientists tried to stop it, but the predator was too powerful. It immediately began killing everyone. Casey picked up a tranquilizer gun and put an alien sample in her pocket. She somehow managed to escape. Meanwhile, the predator had taken off its armor and arm brace, but its helmet was still missing. The security door was automatic. It wouldn't open until someone had completed the sanitation process. Casey timidly began the process. The predator looked at her but didn't seem to be a threat, so he ignored Casey. Walking down the corridor, the predator picked up a helmet the scientist had previously obtained from another alien. As soon as the predator activated this new helmet, it immediately knew where its own helmet was. It pinpointed Rory's exact location. At that moment, a scientist told Casey not to let the alien escape. Alarms blared in every corner of the lab, and the predator, without hesitation, began killing every soldier who stood in his way. One by one they were killed and the predator fled. Just then, the bus carrying Queen and her team stopped. The soldiers saw a shadow running on the roof of the bus. It was none other than the predator. Now everyone was convinced that Queen was telling the truth. They immediately devised an escape plan. The group deliberately started a fight to draw the guards inside the bus. As soon as the guards arrived, they all took them down. They snatched their weapons and threw them off the bus. Casey and the bus then began chasing the predator. The predator saw a spaceship flying overhead, followed by 2 fighter jets. With great courage, Casey jumped from the roof and landed on top of the bus. However, in the confusion, he accidentally shot himself in the foot. Queen also tried to attack, but the predator blew out a tire, bringing the bus to a halt.
Everyone hurriedly left to find a new vehicle or something, while the jets continued to shoot at the spaceship in the air. Suddenly, the spaceship vanished, destroying both jets in seconds. Meanwhile, the predator hid behind a truck and, as the truck was leaving the lab, killed the soldiers inside. Another alien finally landed a short distance from the lab and released its dogs to track down its enemy. Meanwhile, Queen and her teammates hid in a motel room, waiting for Casey to regain consciousness. As soon as Casey regained consciousness, he immediately grabbed a shotgun in fear. But Queen explained that they were with him, not his enemies. She explained that Tiger's men wanted to kill him because he hid the alien sample from them. Casey agreed to work with them. She provided them with all the information, which led Queen to understand that the predator was after Rory and wanted his belongings back. Meanwhile, Rory put on the helmet and discovered a video clip embedded inside it. The clip showed how predators inject DNA from other species into their bodies to make themselves more powerful. Rory was so impressed by their work that he decided to go out to celebrate Halon as well. But by the time Queen and her team arrived at the house, Ron, wearing the predator helmet and arm brace, had left. Queen immediately told Emily everything and gave her a weapon so she could rescue her son if the need arose. At first, the other soldiers were a little hesitant, but when Emily explained how good Queen was at her job, one by one they agreed to join her on the mission. They decided to form pairs and search for the boy. Rory was walking down the street when the 2 mischievous children recognized him. They started making fun of Rory. "What kind of clothes are you wearing?" Ignoring them, Rory knocked on a door, but there was no answer. Then the owner of the house came out onto the balcony and, mocking Rue, threw something at him. This act accidentally activated the helmet. A powerful energy was immediately released from within the helmet, killing the man and blowing up his house. The other children fled in fear. The blast was so powerful that Queen and Casey saw it from a distance and immediately drove towards it. Rory, now terrified, dropped the helmet and hid in a field. There he found a dog and the 2 instantly became friends. Just then the alien dogs arrived. but before they could attack Rory, Queen blew them away with her car. Just then the entire team arrived. Casey immediately tried to take Rory away, while the rest of the team opened fire. Queen ran away, pursued by a dog, but then suddenly, he put some bombs in the dog's mouth, causing it to explode. He also shot and killed the other dog. Casey was collecting some samples when a predator suddenly appeared. It grabbed one of their men and threatened to kill him if everyone didn't drop their weapons. The entire group immediately dropped their weapons, but Queen suddenly raised her gun and fired at the predator, which immediately released their man. After this, everyone ran and hid in Rosie's school, but the predator blew the front door of the school. Queen realized that the predator was definitely after the mini computer in Rosie's brace. She took out the device and gave it to the predator. The predator picked Queen up, but as soon as the device reached her hand, another predator appeared and pulled the first one out the window. In the midst of the alien battle, the humans decided it was best to leave immediately. A fierce battle ensued between the two aliens in which the larger predator easily defeated the smaller one. He picked it up, threw it onto a vehicle, and then ripped off its head, including its spine. Police were arriving, so the predator used its device to recognize humans and then disappeared. Queen then called Emily to check on her whereabouts. However, government agents were monitoring Emily's every move. Emily immediately broke her phone to prevent the agents from reaching Queen. Meanwhile, Tiger and his team found the smaller predator's dead body. Tiger deduced that the larger predator was pursuing the smaller one because it was hiding something important. Tiger now wanted to get it at any cost, but he would have to do so. Meanwhile, Rory and the rest of the group were hiding somewhere in the forest. After some investigation, Casey confirmed that the predators were constantly upgrading themselves. Then they heard a noise. It turns out that an alien dog, injured by an earlier grenade, is still alive and has followed them here. But Nettle stopped everyone from attacking because she didn't think the dog would attack them. Perhaps it could be useful. Casey tried to talk to the dog, but just then Tiger brought a helicopter. Casey immediately threw something at the dog and chased it away. Everyone else fell silent. Tiger asked Queen and Casey about the arm race. When they refused to tell, the agents began beating Queen, while Tiger continued to question Casey. Tiger explained that the predators had realized that humans were ruining their planet and that there was not much time left. That's why they wanted to collect our best DNA before humans were wiped out. Meanwhile, some agents were searching for alien material at Emily's house when the predator suddenly burst in. Emily hid and the predator killed all the agents. He saw a map on Rory's desk, which showed the ship's location. Rory had created this map, and an agent quickly informed Tiger about it. Tiger put Rory in a helicopter and left some agents to kill Queen and Casey. Queen easily defeated them both, and when one agent was about to kill Casey, the alien dog vomited a bomb inside. The agent was distracted, and Casey seized the opportunity. She hit the agent with a chair and jumped before the bomb detonated. On her way, Queen encountered Nebraska, who was killing the last guard. Then he and Casey began planning their escape. But then their friends brought a helicopter to take them away, and the alien dog followed them on the ground. Soon everyone reached the other spaceship. Tiger had Rory open the door and entered. He told his men to take everything. Suddenly, Tiger fell down. Later it was discovered that Queen had disappeared and was following them. After killing all the guards, Queen captured Tiger and took him outside, where her friends had surrounded some other agents. Just then, Predator appeared and attacked one of them. The man fired a flare gun into the air before dying. With everyone's attention focused on him, Tiger took the opportunity to flee, and soon a hail of bullets erupted.
Everyone's ears started hurting, but gradually they understood what he was saying. The Predator said he had come to destroy the ship and would leave no one alive. At the end of the message, he put the ship into self-destruct mode. Queen and Tiger decided to fight together. Tiger tried to steal some of the aliens' belongings, but the dog stopped him. Everyone hid in the forest, and the Predator escaped before the spacecraft exploded. Then a strange sound was heard. An alien weapon flew and severed an agent's hand. Dragger wondered what he would do without his hand, so he shot the man, while the Predator pulled up the soldier standing behind him. Queen and her two friends used the bait to lure the Predator toward them so that the others could take advantage of the opportunity to attack him. The Predator appeared and attacked everyone. Bullets were continuously fired at him, but to no avail. Tiger tried to use the Predator's own weapon against him, but it exploded in his hand, blowing off his head. The Predator was also hurt, but it didn't matter much. He severely injured two of Queen's friends. Their death was certain, so they killed each other to avoid the pain. Then the Predator returned, pushing Casey and Queen away and pulling Roar away. It was then revealed that the Predator's real target wasn't Queen, but Rory.
because Rory's DNA could enhance him. The Predator dragged her into the ship, but Rory dropped the shiny iron ball. Queen, Nebraska, and Nettles jumped onto the spaceship. Casey was also jumping, but Queen pushed her away to keep her away from danger. Inside the ship, Rory saw the Predator activate a force field. She immediately informed her father, and Queen jumped to save her. Nebraska remained outside, and Nettles lost her leg. Nebraska jumped into the ship's engine to save his friends, causing the ship to crash. Queen, entering the force field, was only able to fire at the Predator for a short while before the ship suddenly began shaking violently, causing him to fall. This time, he would not have survived if a rope hadn't caught his leg. Soon, the ship crashed. The Predator emerged, and a fight broke out with Queen. Queen was too weak to defeat him. Just then, Casey jumped from behind, climbed atop the Predator, and fired a shot directly at his head. Casey then jumped down, and Queen pushed the Predator around a corner. At the right moment, Rory activated the force field, severing the Predator's hand. Casey took his hand and gave it to Queen. Queen attacked him with the Predator's own weapon. Ultimately, this powerful attack destroyed the Predator. After the battle, Queen collected some items in memory of his friends and remembered them with Rory. After some time, Queen went to a new government lab, where, thanks to information provided by Rory, preparations were being made to fight the aliens. They also discovered the mysterious item that the first Predator had brought. It was a powerful armor named the Predator Killer. Rory explained that perhaps the first Predator had come to give this armor to humans so that they could fight the people of his planet.